Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disorder that affects cell membranes in the lungs and digestive system. People affected by this disorder have sticky mucus that blocks their airways. Cystic fibrosis is caused by a recessive allele. The letters C or F are often used to represent cystic fibrosis alleles, but because both the upper and lower case of these can look similar, we're going to use the letter D here. So because cystic fibrosis is a recessive trait, 2 recessive alleles are needed for the person to have it, and will therefore be shown here by 2 lowercase d's. How can we predict the possibility of inheriting cystic fibrosis? If one parent has 2 dominant alleles, none of their children will have cystic fibrosis. So this parent here is homozygous dominant and does not have cystic fibrosis. This parent is homozygous recessive and does have cystic fibrosis. Because one of the parents is homozygous dominant, none of their offspring will have cystic fibrosis because they will all have a dominant allele. Therefore, we have 0% homozygous recessive and 100% heterozygous. If both of the parents had the homozygous recessive genotype, all of their offspring would have cystic fibrosis. What about if one of the dominant alleles was recessive instead? If one parent has cystic fibrosis and the other parent has a single recessive allele, there's a 50% chance their child will have cystic fibrosis. Let's pop this into a Punnett square. So this parent is heterozygous but does not have cystic fibrosis because there is this dominant allele. The other parent is homozygous recessive and therefore does have cystic fibrosis. Their offspring will have the expected genotype ratio of this. 2 out of 4 of the offspring are homozygous recessive, and therefore there's a 50% probability that the offspring of these 2 parents would have cystic fibrosis. Remember that cystic fibrosis is only inherited when both parents have at least one recessive allele. So what if both parents are heterozygous? If both parents carry one recessive allele, there's a 1 in 4 chance that their child has cystic fibrosis. So then here's the Punnett square for 2 heterozygous parents, neither of which have cystic fibrosis. Out of these expected genotypes, there's only one that would present cystic fibrosis. So this is a 1 in 4 or 25% probability that the offspring of these 2 parents would have cystic fibrosis. So then you should be able to complete Punnett square diagrams like this one in the exam to show the probability of inheriting genetic disorders like cystic fibrosis when given the genotypes of the parents or by using a family tree.
Thanks for watching. If you want to take your GCSE revision to the next level, head over to launchpadlearning.com and check out our smart learning platform that's been designed to get you top results in your exams. We cover your whole specification and make revision fun with interactive quizzes, easy to follow videos and more. You'll be kept motivated by your own AI tutor who's here to support you every step of the way. To check it out for yourself, click here. Or click here to keep watching a selection of the videos from our full GCSE Biology course. See you there!